Oh, we're live. Okay. I don't know if anyone's here yet or if anyone will show up at all, but this is my vinyl collection. So today I had this idea about a week or so ago when I saw the Greyman on one of his videos do a vinyl shop tour. And I was like, I should show Greyman my vinyl collection because, yeah, he's into music. And some of the stuff I reckon he'll be into, a lot of the other stuff, not so much. But I'll bring the man in. I don't think anyone's watching yet, but that's all good. That's all good. We'll bring you in, and hopefully people will catch the replay. Bang, the Greyman.
Hey, hello again. Yeah,
That's
sort
right.
of meeting like this, people will talk.
There we go. We got a few viewers now. So for the few watching, if you didn't catch us last night on Greyman's channel, hey Sarah, it was good times, wasn't it, Greyman?
Oh yeah, it was interesting. It was the start of my new little show thing that I started doing. I think it went all right, so I'm happy with that.
Got you in trouble, mate. I got you in trouble
Wow.
with my.
Yeah, we did too much, probably too much about Nazi punks. So that probably I've just made your problem problems for your blinking video now.
So yeah, so if you're catching the replay and you didn't see Greyman's video last night with me in it, some good times were had. What's going on, Werewolf? What's up, Cinemation? All right. Well, maybe we just get right into it, mate. So I've got all my 7 inches out at the moment, so I don't have a big pile of 7 inches. That's
no jokes here, mate. No jokes here.
Yay. All right. So I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'll probably just go through, and I'm not going to show every single cover, but I mean, I've got a lot of local stuff as well. Like I used to love collecting local bands and stuff like that. So
I'm assuming being like a punk like band, you like support the underground. A lot of like bands that people would never have heard of unless they know that particular scene kind of thing.
Yeah, so all the bands I used to play with, I always used to try. If I was really into them, I'd always try to get their CDs and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I've got a pretty good collection of CDs from local bands. But vinyl's even cooler because vinyl's a little bit more collectible. So right off the top, I've got some stuff that you will not be a fan of.
I like everything. I love one of them all girl bands.
This is a cool cover though, man. I got some Aerosmith.
Right,
cool cover, right?
Yeah.
So they were off to a good start. I got Rock Set the Look single.
Oh gosh.
Come on, man.
That band that they turned out they were blinking a bit right wing as well. Is that Rock Set? They Swedish or Norwegian or something like that.
I didn't keep up with Rock Set's history.
Like you think, oh, innocent kind of pop band, no kind of agenda, and it turned out they were like I don't know, Scandinavian right wing something or other. I can't remember if it was Roxy or probably somebody else completely different, but yeah, I'm probably remembering it wrong.
Maybe. All right, so now I've got, while I'm still on the side of like more mainstream bands, I got some Guns N' Roses. That's got an orange vinyl, which is kind of cool. It's orange.
Right. What track is that?
It's Since I Don't Have You, a nice little ballad. You know, I love a good ballad. Here's a band you probably wouldn't think I would be into. So when I was real young, the band that kind of turned me towards more alternative music was actually the Chili Peppers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like, I mean, before that, I was into like, I just listened to whatever, but I liked a bit of rap, I liked a bit of whatever, like pop music you hear on radios. Chili Peppers were like Blood Sugar Sex Magic and all that. That kind of was the first thing that really pushed me towards this sort of more alternative side. So I've got some 7-inch picture disc single. This is the sort of more modern stuff. I dropped off after a few albums, I sort of lost interest in them when I got into punk rock. But then when they came back after a while, I got into them again.
They were really quite punky, weren't they, when they first started?
Yeah, in the beginning. Yeah, they were.
They used to bounce around stage just wearing a sock on their cocks, and that was it, wasn't it?
Yes, that is Chili Willy. Evil Conduct, they're a skinhead band. I think these guys, I can't remember if they're from the UK or not. They might be. They might be, but they're a pretty cool band. The Morrisons, that is a local band that we played with once. They a bit more rock and roll, I think, from memory. This band here, man, this is one of the best bands in Melbourne. No crap. These guys are awesome. They're a bunch of young dudes. I'm not that I don't know them that well, but I have gone to a lot of their shows, and they're one of my favorite bands to watch live down here. So yeah, I'm really glad I got that. Sorry? Yes.
Nothing Motorhead at all.
Yeah. No, they're very sort of like punk, like just 80s sort of old school punk. Here's a bunch of people that we used to be friends with. So all these guys, what's this guy's called? Razor Cut. So Doz, the girl at the back, she and her husband actually took over as lead singer for this band, but this was before he joined. And they do really well in Europe and stuff like that. They're on some label and stuff like that. You know this band? You know Charge GBH?
I know GBH.
Yeah. I think eventually became I think they dropped Charged in the end. They originally called Charge GBH, but I think some of their later stuff they might have just called themselves GBH.
I'm sure I remember a band called GBH, but I don't remember that picture looks familiar, but maybe it's just like standard picture of punks up against the wall kind of picture, maybe.
Look, I got 6 copies.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah,
that's got the first band ever on in it.
I might have to do an AOK one to you, mate. Another bunch of skinheads. Again, I'm pretty good friends with these marching order guys. They're massive in Europe as well. This was, the movie Green Street Hooligans, is it?
Yeah.
About the soccer. I think there was a sequel, and I think the songs might have been in that movie.
Okay.
Because I know they definitely played. So yeah, I know all these guys pretty well. So this is all local stuff, man. So Slick 46, another band we used to play with all the time. Was there. So more marching orders. So those guys did really well. Now this one here, look at this. Look what it's called. The worst EP.
Oh, it's not yours though.
No, it's from a band called Lower Class Brats.
Lower Class Brats. That's not the best name, though.
These are a cool Japanese band. They came but they lived in Melbourne for quite a number of years, and they were like they're kind of like they love the Ramones, like their biggest inspiration, Ramones, but they play that more sort of pop punk skate sort of type thing. But real good guys. Sorry?
Guitar Wolf.
Oh, sorry, it is Guitar Wolf. No, it's not Mac Pelican. It is Guitar Wolf. Sorry, Guitar Wolf. Right. They're still in Japan. Do you know them?
No, I just read what it said on the cover.
You haven't heard Guitar Wolf, man? Dude, these guys have the sickest movie. Sorry, I thought it was Mac Pelican for some reason, probably because they're Japanese. But yeah, Guitar Wolf. They just make noise, man. Like I saw them live, and they just got their guitars so distorted, nothing makes any sense. But they made a Japanese movie. There was a movie about them, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a zombie apocalypse movie, man. And there's a bit where like they come out of a convenience store and there's all these zombies coming at them, and he pulls out a bunch of guitar picks from his pocket and starts looking them at them to kill them. And then at the end, like a UFO flies over them, and he grabs his guitar and pulls out a sword and chops his spaceship in half.
Oh god!
It is a great movie.
Was that fun?
Oh, look at this one. I forgot. I'm excited to do this, man, because I haven't looked at these for a long time.
Yeah, you remember stuff you haven't played in years.
So that's good. 7-inch picture disc.
Yeah, what song is it?
It is. It doesn't say. City Kids.
Okay, I don't remember that one.
I think I probably bought it because of the picture disc.
Right.
I would say. See, I'm forgetting that I had all these. Look at this. Have you ever seen one of these? This is a 5-inch record.
No. It seems to be rather pointless, but yeah, fair enough.
It's like the size of a CD.
Oh, right, yeah. That's a bit weird.
Ever seen one of those?
No, I think I've been 10 inches. These do 10 inches, didn't they? The 12-inch, 10
Yeah,
inch.
I actually don't think I've got any 10-inch. Yeah, I don't think I've got any
I don't
10s.
think I have either, but I'm pretty sure I did used to do them. But I've never seen a 5. Well,
I bought this, man, and I've never been able to play it because I put it on the record player.
oh, you got an automatic turntable.
You put the needle towards to start playing it, and it automatically goes back to the thing because it's too small.
That's a unique design flaw.
I can never listen to it, so that was a spew.
I hope it didn't cost you too much.
I can't remember how much it cost me. Nothing exciting here. Oh, look, even see, I got a bit of mixture in my flavored New Order.
Okay. One of those bands I'm aware made music, but I couldn't name any of their songs.
New wave bands. These guys are a pretty big crust punk sort of band coming out of Melbourne. Piss Christ, heard of them?
Cool. Similar sort of sounding name, but it's probably heard like grind bands with similar names.
Yeah, they're very grindy. Like that's pretty much what they sound like. Really energetic live. The singer is like this skinny Asian dude, and he just goes crazy when they play. Star Club, a Japanese punk band who are very cool. They're old. They're like from late 70s, early 80s.
Oh, yeah. Probably the first wave of punk.
And they're still around. Like they're just old Japanese men who play punk rock now. It's really, so they're really cool. Don't know what this is. Samson featuring Bruce Dickinson.
Oh, right, yeah. The old new wave of British heavy metal band.
Yeah. Like that. Oh, this is another sweet. Oh, this is
worth some money, that one.
Is it? You reckon?
No. It might be, yeah. Like early Bruce Dickinson appearance on a 7-inch. You should check it out in Discogs.
Let's actually look at the cover. He's holding a gun.
Yeah, weird. I didn't say it was a very good cover. I just said it might be worth some money.
Remember yesterday I told you about Anti-Nowhere League and how the guy sent me those records that took like 3 months, and he sent me the tape. So these are the records that I bought off. I bought a stack. So Anti-Nowhere League.
Yeah.
Another Anti-Nowhere League. I got a picture disc in here I saw. Look at this beauty. Ooh. I forgot that.
The thing I like about them best is their name. It's a good name.
It's a great name.
Yeah. It's kind of like, Anti-Nowhere League. What does that mean?
Look at that hair.
Yeah. It's got a bit of a barnet on him.
The hair is killer. All right. I'll speed through some of these. They just, most of these bands no one's going to know of. Like, I bought this, literally never heard of them. I just thought, the Japanese hardcore band, and it was cheap, and I just bought it for no reason.
Yeah.
But that's why. That's why.
Never listened to it again.
No, I listened to it a couple of times, but that's why I had to stop buying vinyl, because I would do things like this. You just buying vinyl for the sake of buying them.
I used to do the same. I used to spend £100 a month, like when I got paid on records. I think I listened to them like once, and then got paid again, go out and buy another £100 of on vinyl.
I picture your vinyl collecting being similar to your oh, hang on, wait, we got another guest. Sorry, let me just pop in our next guest. Please welcome the Scarlet Grey man. Holy crap, there's 2 Grey men.
What's going on?
I'm gonna have to remove one. I'll remove that one.
All right, remove this one. Hopefully the sound's better on this laptop. Let me turn the sound off on this other computer. There we go. I've muted the other one now. I know the picture's not quite so good, but the sound's normally better on this one.
Yeah, it actually is clearer. Like the other one was fine, but it was a bit choppy.
Yeah.
Here's another Japanese band, Cobra. These guys are so awesome, man. Cobra, they're like punk.
They got attitude. They look at their faces, the attitude on their faces.
Look at those guys.
Yeah.
The Japanese punk bands were like the best. Here's another one. Tom and Boot Boys. That's the name of the band. Look at those dudes. Look at these guys. Like these were the best bands.
I'm trying to think of what your band photos were like. Did you give it attitude on your band photos, or was you all standing there looking happy?
No, I don't think I did too many. Like when I was like 17, 18, I'd do the, those kind of photos.
Yeah.
But I think in the band, I just got to stand there and look cool. This
I
is
tell you
one.
what, I hate every single photo I ever took was in my band. I look at every single band photo. We try to take some band photos. And looking at me, I go, "Oh, what an idiot! Why am I always doing something stupid in every single photograph?"
What
Yeah,
about what about that photo you're using in your Halloween things at the moment? Is that an old band photo?
no,
How
it's
old were
just
you there?
I don't remember. I was just sat on the bed and a pumpkin took a picture of myself. I had to crop it down as well because I was wearing pants and there was some foliage sticking out, so I had to crop it down a bit.
No. I'm talking about the photo you're using for your Halloween series. It's like a young version of you.
Yeah, holding a pumpkin.
Are you holding a pumpkin there? I just
Yeah,
noticed your face, but you're like
without a
clean
beard.
shaven.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Back in the day
it's a
when I
killer.
made an effort.
um, here's another sweet. Like these guys were like doing really, like these guys were one of the best bands when I first got into the punk scene. Do you know what GGF stands for?
I don't know. I've got a feeling I've heard the name, but I'm not too sure. There's quite a few like just bloody initial bands, isn't there?
No, well, it stands for Go Get Fucked.
No, I don't. I knew that one. No.
Um, more bands, more Japanese.
Delightful. Do you know any of the? I mean, British like Broken Bones. You know Broken Bones?
Yes,
I've
Broken
got a
Bone.
few of their albums. For some reason, it's one of the only punk bands that I've bought some albums of.
I was listening to them the other day, actually.
Right. What about? Do you know the English Dogs?
We played with the English Dogs.
Okay, because there's about two different lineups of the English. There's the
Yes,
thrash
yes,
version and the
yes,
punk version.
yes. So we played with the punk version.
Yeah.
Because they were originally one band, and they went two ways, right? Because two members were like, "No, it's my band" or whatever.
Yeah.
We did play with English Dogs, which was very cool as well. Nothing else that exciting in the 7-inch range. Again, just more punk bands no one's heard of. Oh,
Did you
Cockney
ever do
Rejects.
demo tapes? Are you too young for demo tapes?
What do you mean?
Well, back in the day when I was collecting to start off with, all bands brought out demo tapes. The 7 inches were harder to do, so it'd just be a tape, just like
We
people do demo tapes as being like the first thing they brought out.
Yeah, so the first one we brought out was a CD though, the demo
Yeah,
CD. We
so
called it the.
yeah, because back in the day when I was a lad, it used to be nothing but demo tapes as far as the eye could see.
We went and printed so the ones we sold at the gig, I went and bought a spindle of CDs, and they had like a vinyl top, so it looked like an actual little vinyl. So we
Yeah.
burnt the demo onto that and sold those for whatever. These guys, Cockney Rejects.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I know the name.
I love these guys. They're awesome. So this
They're
was
not,
like,
they're not the ones who do bubbles, are they? Forever playing
yeah,
bubbles.
they do
Yeah,
bubbles.
yeah. Because West Ham's my team, so that's because they're West Ham fans. Yeah.
Yeah, so they came down. I think last year they came down to Melbourne, and so the guitarist from my band is in a new band called the Clinch, who are like doing quite well. My light's dying here, and they got to support them. So, but yeah, Cockney Rejects. But they went through a phase in the '80s where they kind of tried to go for like a glam metal thing, because that was like all the rage. So I think this is actually from that era when they started to like be a little bit less punk rock.
Metal I can understand, but glam metal, god dear, what were they thinking?
I wouldn't say it was glam. It still had a punk vibe to it, but the music suddenly changed to a more sort of rock and roll sort of type stuff, I guess. All right, so that's my second.
Do you like any psychobilly? Because they're kind of like half rock and roll, half punk, aren't they?
Yeah, I never really got into many psychobilly bands. Like I've listened to them, but there was none ever that grabbed me.
Yeah.
I love this. So. But like I could. It's kind of from a similar scene. Like all those kind of scenes here, kind of they'll
Cross
hang out.
over a bit.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. How far are we in? 20 minutes. All right. So let's go through some 12 inches. I'll just grab stacks out and just see if there's anything worth showing. Oh, that's that Piss Christ band again.
All right.
It's a cool cover.
Yeah. You can quite often tell from the style of the covers, punk from your metal, can't you? There's a certain sort of, I don't know, but quite often the punk albums have that, I don't know what you'd call the art style, but it just, you can sort of tell we're looking at a cover if it's a punk band or a metal band.
Here's some cool ones. You can get behind this one, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's cut out.
Good. Yeah, good track.
And I faked one.
What shape is it meant to be? I can't work out what shape it's meant to be.
It's just cut out into a, like, you see that?
Yeah.
So it's
just
not
like actually a shape, just it's cut around the actual picture. Okay.
So that was I freaked out when I saw that. I was like, I have to have that.
Yeah.
I got another one here, same sort of deal. Skid Row.
Have you seen Maiden playing live in Oz?
Yeah, I saw them. They did the what was it good? They did the Back in Time tour.
All right.
So, but that's another cutout one, Skid Row.
Skid Row.
I love Skid Row.
Love Skid Row. There's no crossover between Skid Row and punk.
Yeah, but again, these guys all like cover punk songs and stuff like that, you know?
Is it Sebastian Bach, the singer from that?
Yes, he's the dude. I went and saw his solo show, and it was one of the best shows ever. I got a few of these. I got 3. Here's a Poison cutout vinyl.
Oh, dearie me. Poison vinyl should just be cut up, not like cut out.
You love it. All right. This is cool, man. I literally forgot that I had some of these. Iron Maiden picture disc.
Oh, yeah. That 2 Minutes to Midnight?
I can't even remember, man. Yes, it is. Very good, Gray. Very good. What's this one?
Aces High.
Very good. I didn't know it's a picture
disc.
Rancid.
Right, yeah. Are they not like American pop punk?
Sorry? Rancid?
Rancid.
No, they try to be old school, but they kind of they have a lot of reggae influences as well. So they've got it's kind of their own thing, really. They're almost their own genre of punk.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bands that imitate Rancid, I find, and they even there's a lot of bands that do the similar style of punk, and the singers will always try to impersonate the same voice as Tim Armstrong because he's got a very unique lispy sort of voice, and a lot of other bands I feel like, which is weird. One thing about this is a great album, but when I bought this picture disc, it's missing 2 tracks from the album, which is like, what the hell? Why are they missing?
A rip-off?
Yeah. So I actually want to get the actual proper first print of it, but it's just impossible to get.
Probably expensive as well.
More picture disc.
Yeah.
You ever get into the Ramones?
No, my mate, my housemate Eric, he's got like most of their albums, I think. And I remember I ripped them to MP3 for him once, and it's like, God, there's so many bloody tracks on one album, and I'm trying to cut all into different MP3s and put the names to all of them. It was a bloody nightmare. They were like 1.5 minute songs, aren't they, with very similar names? Oh yeah, I can see that being right up there, often played on your record player, I'm sure.
I love some Billy Joel, mate.
Uptown Girl, is that your favourite?
No, I don't like it. I don't like. No, you know what's a good song? I'll tell you a good song. What is it? You May Be Right. That's a good song. It's Still Rock and Roll to Me. That's a good song.
Oh yeah, was that him? Was it? Okay.
Yeah. See, respect. All right. So this next one, you would never guess. I found this. A friend of mine moved into a house and they had like a little shed, and the shed had like a chest. He was like, "Oh, why is this here? Like it's from the people who used to live here." And he opened up the chest and it was full of vinyls. And this is the one that I grabbed. I was like, "Can I have this?" And he said, "Yes," because you have to have it in your collection. I'm pretty sure it's one of the selling albums of all time.
Yeah.
It's a must-have. It's like X-Men issue 1.
Not in my collection, mate.
You know why?
I remember seeing the video for the song Thriller when it first came out. I remember seeing it when it was first aired on British TV.
You would have been. It's a good video clip. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's a good video. Homage to the old horror movies.
Pill. You'd know them. Johnny Rotten's band.
Right, yep. Public Image Limited, yeah. I know the name, but not a band I listen to.
All right, what else we got here? Yeah. Oh, yeah, some good stuff in here, mate. Do you know this movie, Youngblood?
No.
It's a soundtrack. Rob Lowe, Patrick Swayze.
Oh gosh, no. What are you doing with that, mate?
I actually don't know. I think I love the movie, so I probably just bought it because I really like that movie. It's an ice hockey movie.
Ice hockey movie. Okay, no, I didn't know that.
Do you know this band, Loudness?
Oh yeah, is that the Japanese band?
Yes.
Like crazy fast metal, didn't they?
Sorry.
Is it the crazy fast one, or
they're kind of Japanese? They're a little bit more like Wasp, I think. I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah. But those boys.
Yeah. You should wear your hair like that, mate.
Yeah, I do. That's what I'm saying. My brothers, because they're all like 10 years older than me, that's pretty much what my brothers look like back in the day. Yeah. And I used to think they were the coolest dudes, and my mum was like, "No, they're bad boys for having long hair."
Yeah, brush your hair, cut your hair.
All right. What about? I know you're not a. I know you're definitely not a Bon Jovi fan.
No, I've seen them live though.
Oh, really?
I saw Alice Cooper on that tour as well. Mainly because my girlfriend at the time wanted to go, but he's good showman. Good, he puts not my favorite kind of rock or whatever metal, but like he puts on a good live show.
Alice Cooper.
Yeah,
he's great. Did they chop his head off at the end?
Yeah, I can't remember now. It was a long while ago. I see him at Bloodstock as well. It was pretty good then.
Bloodstock, that's a good one.
Yeah.
There you go, mate.
Ah, yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
All great tracks on that one. I've had that one for years. That's one of my earliest records I picked up, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome.
Yeah, Love Machine. All right, that soundtrack.
Yes. So I bought this for I think $15 back like a long time ago, and someone said to me, check if there's a poster in there, because he said apparently there was a poster that was released with certain runs of this, which was like a pre-production poster for Star Wars. So there was multiple Millennium Falcons in the picture. Because there's only one, right? Han Solo's.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure this is the poster.
Does it make it super expensive?
I don't know, because
it may well be, mate. If there was only a few of them, there'd be Star Wars collectors can be like. They go crazy with that kind of thing.
My brother's a crazy Star Wars collector, so that is the poster.
No, but you need a crazy one who's got loads of money, who's willing to give you loads of money for it. Do a Google, mate.
So yeah, there's a few Millennium Falcons on that, but I'm pretty stoked to have that. I'm not that. I mean, look, I like the original Star Wars. I actually really do. I'm just not obsessed.
I've never been obsessed with it. I didn't mind it. I watched it as a kid. I preferred the Flash Gordon movie from around at the same time.
I did like Flash Gordon as well. The Gridiron. The Gridiron bit was awesome.
Cool. It was cool.
Some more Skid Row. That's a classic album.
Yeah. Really? I'll take your word for it.
These guys are a Japanese band. I can't remember what they sound like, but I feel like they were kind of like a Japanese version of The Damned.
Okay. Looks like that front cover looks a bit like it's channeling Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
Looks like it's a bowler hat, but it's not a bowler hat they're wearing, though, is it? It looks like they're wearing a bowler hat with like the eye makeup, like Clockwork Orange.
So pirate hat. Yeah. But I actually can't even remember what they sound like. Here's one up your alley. Oh, here's a couple up your alley. Bang.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Overkill, great fresh band. Yeah. Both bangers, them ones.
Yeah.
Really Overkill's awesome. They went a bit ropey in the 90s. The couple of albums in the 90s weren't my cup of tea, but when they were on form, they're really cool. Yeah.
Was this their first?
Yeah, that's the first. No, yeah, it's the first one. Yeah, it's the self-titled first one. Yeah.
I like his vocals.
Did you know that Steve Harris actually? Yeah, I like his vocals, all Paul Diano, but Steve Harris used to live where I live now, Leytonstone in East
Oh,
London. He was born and raised up, grown up there, kind of thing. And yeah, so that's my claim to fame. Woohoo!
very cool. Hey, Lids. Thanks for showing up if you're still here. And Cowabunga fam, thank you. Here's the greatest.
Copy and paste that in every single chat.
This is the greatest party album that ever lived.
Okay, I've heard of him, but I don't know any. I've not listened to any of his music.
Yeah, I went and saw him live. It was the weirdest thing ever. He did a solo show, and I can't even explain it. The whole video on itself of what the gig was like. But by the end of the show, he was piggybacking people, and we were like taking photos with him and stuff. He's a cool dude. But
right,
this is but now because of this album, he's become like the party guy.
Right,
and he's I'm pretty sure he doesn't even drink, but like he just has to sort of uphold this party personality, which is weird.
Okay, so is it not? Because I can't remember what I heard about him. I thought I heard he was a bit crazy and a bit of an arse, but is he all right guy? Is he?
Not bad at all. He's not an ass at all. He's just definitely really different.
Right.
Yeah, no, he's not a dick. He's just different.
Was you ever into G.G. Allen?
Yeah, so all my friends from G.G. Allen, right? I don't mind some of his music, but I just never got behind him because I didn't like what he did. Like if I
rocked your stage show.
Sorry?
I thought you'd incorporate that into your stage show.
Mate, if I rocked up to see someone, if I rocked up and paid money to see someone throw shit at me, I would not be. I would be pissed.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a banger for you.
Yeah. Judas Priest, like one of the everyone the sort of staple of heavy metal fan. I never even got into Judas Priest, to be honest.
Really?
I've got one album of theirs that I listened to a few times when I was first getting into metal, but I never really got any more of their stuff.
Interesting.
AK Titers, just wave into your chat.
Motley Crue again, not your thing. What about Deep Purple? You into any of that?
Smoke on the Water.
Highway Star, mate. It's all about Highway Star.
No, it's another one of the sort of the old classic rock. I never got into any of the classic rock really. Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin. Never really listened to. I've got two greatest of albums of Black Sabbath. I kind of know every single Black Sabbath because of the cover versions that people have done of them over the years.
Yeah. This one's for, I don't know if Summation is still watching, but this is, I think.
Hey.
Wait, who is? Oh no, it's not. I thought this was something else. I stand corrected. But that is where you're from, right?
Yeah. God, I'm glad we don't dress like that in London.
What are these guys? Are we getting to them?
Yeah, first gig I went to, they were the opening band. Monsters of Rock 88, just after they did the Keep of the Seven Keys Part 2 album. So that was the first heavy metal band I think I saw on stage, Halloween. Yeah. I haven't got that album though. I think K-Titus is talking about Eddie Van Halen. He's saying he's today.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's another rock that I never got into. I never got into them at all either.
I like some of their songs. David Lee Roth was one hell of a showman.
I saw David Lee Roth on my first gig as well. He was another band on that bill, and I just didn't like him at all. David Lee Roth. I bought one album because he split up from Van Halen. He did one called Skyscraper, I think, with him mountain climbing on the cover, and it was just completely not my cup of tea at all.
This is one of my favorite punk bands, The Unseen.
Cool.
This is a great album. What about these guys? I can't imagine you were a Kiss fan.
I'm gonna say once again, they played the first gig that I went to. That is Kiss was on that bill, and I wasn't that keen. Never been that keen on Kiss. They were all right there, but yeah, they got a couple of cool, okay tunes. But
next time we do a video, mate, where the video is going to be called "Your First Gig," and we'll talk about that first gig, mate, because it sounds like one of the best gigs ever.
It was good. It was cool. I can't remember much about it, to be honest, though. I know who the bands were. Sorry?
You know what year it was?
Yeah, 1988.
Ah,
Monster,
88.
Monster
Cool.
Rock 1988. It was Halloween, Megadeth, Guns N' Roses, Dave Lee
Woohoo!
Roth, Kiss, and
Ooh.
Iron Maiden.
Isn't it weird that mix up when you put David Lee Roth in amongst with all those? Doesn't that just sound weird?
Yeah, that's why I didn't think it was very good for the bill. But it was quite like because two people got killed in the crowd because there was a big surge to the front when
Oh, really?
Guns N' Roses came on, and two people sort of drowned in the mud. It was like quite sad
I
or
knew
very
this
sad.
was cool from vinyl, but another nice, beautiful blue. It's my favorite.
Another blue.
Look at it, man. How beautiful
Yeah.
is a blue vinyl?
How did you remember it was blue before you got to it? You just remembered it.
I didn't know it was blue. I remembered I looked at the covers, and this is Electric Eel Shock. They're a Japanese, like, I don't know what kind of rock and roll you'd call them, but they're a rock band. I remember they had a cool looking vinyl. I didn't know what it was though. But I just remember like, there's something special about this. And the next one, I'm pretty sure also is a special looking vinyl if I can get this back in. Hey Max, if you're still there, thank you for joining us.
Does Kiss have a comic with their blood in it?
Yeah, isn't that true? I heard that they signed a bunch of thing and the ink was mixed with their blood.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard that kind of the people signing their contracts in blood, that kind of thing. Like it's kind of like super rock and roll. Whether they actually did it or not, I've no idea.
Wait, look, check out this wraparound cover.
Who is that?
Brace War. Some hardcore band up there. Yeah.
Brace War?
Yeah.
Is that like, is the B like it's meant to be silent or something?
What?
What kind of phrase is Brace War? It sounds like they put a B in front of Race War. It's not one of your blinking Nazi punk bands, is it?
No, it's not.
It's a bit of a weird name, though, isn't it? See through, yeah. Nice, clear one.
That's pretty cool.
What kind of music are they? I've never heard their name before.
They were like to me, they were a hardcore band. There's probably subgenres that they're into, but to me, they were a hardcore band.
Yeah.
Not a band that I loved. I just heard some of their stuff. I was like, oh, they're pretty cool. And then I'm going to buy their record. Why not? Because, if it's not comics, it's something, right? You got to collect something.
Yeah.
You got to throw your money away on something.
Yeah. It used to be. I mean, for a long while, it was vinyl for me and records for me or CDs or whatever. But then I just sort of got to realizing I wasn't actually hardly listening to them. I bought them, played them a bit, and then the next month I'd go out and buy some more. And it was like I got to the stage thinking, well, you know what? I've hardly listened to these ones that I've bought, and it's like there's no point wasting my money. I don't know what I went on to after that. I don't remember. I'm still buying comics though at that point.
There you go. There's your Gunners.
Oh yeah, that's the different cover. Yeah, the original one I think is the one that's worth a bit of money.
These guys are one of my favorite bands as well, and possibly my favorite. Raise Fist.
Okay.
They're a Swedish hardcore band. They call themselves punk, but they're hardcore.
Right.
But they're one of my favorite bands, if not the favorite band. There you go, Star Child, my favorite.
Yeah. I could never get on with hardcore much, to be honest. I used to just didn't like it. I just like angry people, all angsty, like.
It's more about the riffs, man. Like some hardcore bands have a very generic, that kind of sound, and I don't like. A lot of them when they do the little fast little thrashy breakdowns, I like it. I don't know how this is in my collection, but wrestling rock, I don't know. I don't know where.
What is that? Is that the entrance music from different wrestlers or something?
I have no idea, man. Jesse the Body Ventura. I know him.
Yeah, he was a wrestler.
It's all old school wrestlers. I don't know what this is. I don't know how it's in my collection, but it is.
Yeah, come on, come clean, man. Just tell us. Just tell us the truth.
Someone probably gave it to me, I'm guessing, because I used to be obsessed with wrestling back in the day. It's a good band, the Havoc. Now that's not the thrash band. There's also a thrash. Do you know the thrash band Havoc?
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah,
I really like them. They're really good too, but I haven't listened to them for a long time. Now Jim Steinman. Now I don't know if Max is watching, but he'd probably know. But this guy is like the Andrew WK of the '80s. He even looks like him. But he's known to have written a lot of famous songs. I have a weird feeling off the top of my head, he might have written Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Right.
But
I played a track on my podcast the other day. I was doing a fart theme show, and there was a band had a track called Total Eclipse of the Fart.
When was that? Was that your latest one?
That was my I think it was my August end of the month show, because the last show of the month is always a theme show. I think last month I did planets, and I think the month before I did farts. That was my girlfriend's idea. I've done fucking sensible shows and stupid shows. I've done tit theme shows and willy theme shows, and
There you go. Good morning, Space Buns. That's what Max. I knew Max would know. He wrote Meatloaf's stuff.
okay,
And that's why this is very Meatloafy, this album.
right.
Yeah, I used to hate
Even
Meatloaf.
the cover art's kind of like,
Yeah, bad, right? That's
yeah,
cool,
you
man.
can see that.
Yeah. All right. So this next one, remember I told you that my brother gave me all these old 80s vinyls and then he took them off? I took them off when they got big. So I had to rebuy this. But I was like, if I'm going to rebuy it, I'm going to rebuy the picture disc version. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Your favorite, man. You love it. Look at those boys. Look at that hair.
Oh, dear. I was never confused.
Come on, mate. It was all about fun back then.
Oh man, I don't know how you. I mean, it's just my thinking. I don't know how you can like glam and punk. To me, they're just like.
Well, okay, I'll explain it to you.
Glam is the anti-thrash.
I can explain it because when I was real young,
yeah,
in the 80s, I was real young. So all my brothers were into all this stuff, all the hair sort of stuff. Into like Megadeth and thrashy stuff too, but I sort of always thought they were super cool. So I kind of got into this as I got a bit older. Punk was like my thing that I found, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like that stuff because I kind of grew up with it around seeing my brothers listen to it, but punk was kind of like the thing that me and my friends found. Do you know what I mean? So the Verucas, I can't remember if they're from the UK or not.
I've heard the name.
But they're
I've heard the name around.
80s punk band. The Clash.
Yes, they up. It is live.
Some more GBH. Oh, look at this next album.
Oh,
hey, Captain, what's going on? Hey, am I frozen?
For a split second.
What's going on, mate? We're definitely live.
Yeah.
Okay, so now check out this, right? This is still sealed.
Okay. Can't be that good then if you've never played it.
The band's called Rupture, and I wasn't huge on them. They're an Aussie band. I can't remember which city they're from, but check out the name of the album.
Yeah.
Like it was one I had to own. These guys are cool. So I'm friends with these guys. Bastard Squad. They've been around since the 80s.
Right.
We play gigs with them regularly back in the day. But they've been around a long time. Bastard Squad. I think this is on the worst color vinyl of all time. From memory, I feel like it's like a poo brown color.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
classy.
that. What color is that?
Yeah. That is
poo brown.
That's something else.
Brown. They did that on a Comic Rose the other night. They had brown covers. I was like, brown cover? That sounds disgusting.
I could never do Comic Rose, man. It's too. Oh yeah, is that the actual name of the band?
That's the name of the band, and there again another Japanese punk band. Yeah, cool.
What's that? Is that on the front? A gift for you, bollocks, or something? Did you say?
Sorry.
At the top, a gift for you.
Here's a gift. You know what that's trying to be? That's Japanese people trying to say, never mind the bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. Yeah. This is here's a gift for you. This is one you won't know of, but this is a. So I've randomly bought vinyls like in the last couple of years, because in the last couple of years my musical horizon has kind of expanded because I don't listen to music, so I'm a bit more open-minded than I used to be. But this is like a rapper that I like, Yellow Wolf.
Okay.
He's like a country, like he raps to like country sort of beats, and I just found it very unique. I've seen him live a couple of times, but I'm a big Yellow Wolf fan. Surprisingly, I don't think many people would pick that from me, but he's kind of cool. I never heard anything sort of like his music. That's the first crate. We'll power through the next crate because I want to try to keep it under an hour.
Right.
But yeah, man, I want to hear more about this first gig of yours, man. It sounded like the place to be.
Other than the bands that run the bill, and I loved Maiden at the time because it was the first metal band I got into. I don't remember much of it, to be honest. I randomly remember that Anthrax's Madhouse was playing as I was in the queue waiting to get in, and for some reason, the festivals in the day, like in England, I don't know why, but literally it was just a thing for people just like throw bottles all the time, like plastic bottles. They wouldn't let you take glass in there, so all these plastic bottles just flying through the air, half filled with drink or piss or whatever people wanted to throw, and literally the sky would be like almost not quite, but black with blinking with bottles flying over. And you'd be sitting there watching a bottle whack you on the back of the head. Yeah. And I remember a woman tried getting on her bloke's shoulder so she could see, and everyone was just throwing bottles at her. Like, get out of fucking just all these bottles in the back of the head. It was weird. It was strange.
Yeah, it was chaotic, man. Back in the day. So this next one's another more modern band that I've gotten into, which is very odd. But I'm a big fan of this D'Antwoord. I don't know if you probably haven't heard. They're like a South African techno rap.
Okay.
Freaky chick in the band. That she's actually in the band. This chick.
Okay.
And she's real freaky, and I like her a lot.
Oh my! She looks like a replicant from Linkin.
Have you seen the movie?
Runner.
Have you seen the movie Chappie?
Yeah.
They're the guys in that. Do you know the guy and the girl?
Oh.
The couple that bring Chappie up. That's them.
Oh, I don't remember. I watched it. It's the robot, isn't it? It's about a robot.
Yeah. So the I guess the street guys who sort of take care of him is the two couple in the band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lids knows. You Landy. And that's right. Chappie is.
Apparently, his name is Ninja.
Yes, Ninjas. So they used to be. They have a kid together. I don't think they're together anymore. But yeah, I'm a big fan, and that's cool artwork there for that one.
Yeah, it looks like a bit like Rogue Trooper. Is it? Bring it back closer a bit. Go single. Hold up. No, maybe not. I thought I might recognise the artist. Looks so like an old artist from 2000 AD, maybe like Cam Kennedy or something like that, but probably not.
I don't know who it is. Oh, hang on. Here we go. I think I've got some 10 inches, maybe. Here's a 10 inch. So both bands again. So I showed these guys before. Slick 46 used to play gigs with these guys. That is, I believe, the two in the band. So that's Flea, her name is, and that's Paul. And they're like, so she plays bass and he plays drums. And his brother sings. Young Love, what a name. And these guys have this Rezka. So again, I showed them before, but this is when her husband is now in the band, and they do really well overseas.
All
right, let's just flip through. Okay, another awesome Cobra, Japanese punk rock.
I think you showed them before, didn't
you? I did show them before. Some more from Raised Fist, my favorite hardcore band, Swedish. Yes, some more Rancid. What's this? What a rude album. What is this? Oh, Doug Mowry. He's like a radio presenter, jockey or something, but he did this one cool song.
Okay.
I can't remember what this song's called, but I love it. I'm a punk. I'm a punk. Is the name of the song. And he's Hardskin, so that's the band that we played with as well, Hardskin.
Yeah.
They've got great sing-along sort of pub songs. They're awesome.
Yeah, you ain't got no Plastic Bertrand?
No, I don't know them.
No, there's like a song. He did a song, something about an aeroplane that went in the charts in the 70s when I was a kid. And me and my missus was listening to it the other day. It's just a really daft song, but it's kind of punk.
Spin around. Oh, that's a nice cover.
It's an interesting cover.
So the chick who sings in the band, she was from Melbourne, and when Rancid came and played here, like in the late 90s, and I think she was like 16 or something then, and the singer basically took her home with him, and then she went on to become like a singer for all these bands.
Oh gosh. Oh well.
Picture
Is that another Thriller?
Yeah, that's Picture Disc. I showed you the other one.
Okay.
I have no idea. I had no idea I had this. No told you I was an MJ fan.
Oh wow. You seen the
More-
movie? Yeah, that was the movie, wasn't it, Ben? About
Was
a
it?
rat.
Yeah,
it's
it
really a movie about a rat, or
It's from the motion picture Ben.
yeah, Ben, the two of us, something. Way of Japan.
Way of Japan. So that's just a compilation of Japanese
Yeah,
bands. The Great Rock and Roll Swindle, another must-have
that's the
collection.
movie as well, isn't it?
Yes. I didn't like
Toya Wilcox and all that in it.
Yeah. The Horrors. I don't know if you've heard of them. I don't even know what you call those guys, but I kind of like this first thing. I didn't like their other stuff they released after this.
Gothic, maybe.
Yeah. I saw them play live. They were pretty good live, actually. Yeah. So this one's an embarrassing one to have in my collection.
Awesome. Let's see it then.
So
Let's see you try and justify it.
this is probably the most pop record I have in my collection. I'm a big fan of Gwen Stefani.
All right.
Oh,
she's a good-looking lady.
Yeah, and this is her first solo.
Okay.
So,
was
yes.
it No Doubt? Was it No Doubt, her band?
She was in No Doubt, yes.
Yeah.
The No Doubt started off as like a ska band. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's a nice cover, a nice legs cover there. I mean, we should play comic gories, but with records. Record gory. Dude, that's great. We'll start it. Record gory.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Record gory.
Might be a bit tricky. I'm sure there's plenty of
car cover.
Who? Tarantulas.
No, I'm saying cars cover. This is the category.
Oh, right.
That's the singer from Rancid. He went and did this weird rap thing with these guys. That's Travis Barker. You know Travis Barker from Blink-182.
From who? Sorry.
From Blink-182.
Okay, right, yeah. Yeah, that's a band that you shouldn't mention. Hi, Justin Recon. Hi, Rod.
Hey, Rod, what's going on, mate? Just showing some vinyl, some more Rancid.
Or Rancid.
Cheap Sex. They're a great punk band that I'm a big fan of. See, these are the type of people. Look, check the hair.
Yeah, that's where you stole it from, is it?
No, I saw a picture back in like the 90s when the internet was still dial-up. I saw a picture of this punk dude with half red, half black hair, and I was just like, dude, I want that. So, Stiff Little Fingers. Another old school punk band.
They're British, aren't they?
I should know this, but I don't.
Sure, I've seen them like on bills in like pubs in the UK.
Yeah, I'm sure that even if they're not from the UK, they'd be there all the time.
Yeah, how do you know?
Let's see if this is. Yeah, I knew Space Buns with like Gwen Stefani. This is another special vinyl.
Oh yeah,
a marble red. Is it pink? I'm colorblind. You should have seen. I was on Lame or Frame today.
Yeah.
We had to draw the Joker, and I couldn't find the green pencil because I'm colorblind. I held one up. I was like, "Is this green?" And they're like, "It's orange." And then I held another one up. And I was like, "Is this green?" He's like, "That's brown." Great, I won. So
you won. You should.
Yes, I did.
Surely you'll be better off getting like a bit of paper with like the color and putting it on the side of the pen with some sellotape, so you don't have to ask people in future what pens you got.
That's why I had to have that when I was in school. So
yeah,
classic Crew album there.
It's kind of my nephew's colorblind, but I'm always forgetting it. I never kind of remember. It's a weird thing, I suppose. If you're not like ever been colorblind, it's like hard to sort of picture it in your head, kind of thing.
Same with another favorite of yours. Same with what was I going to say? Yeah, like people who wear glasses, because I've never worn glasses. I always wondered what it's like. I think I know now. I can't see things very well.
Right. What is colorblind? Is it to do with the cones in your eyes not being receptive properly, or what actually causes it? Do you know?
I don't know, man. I always had a theory that I wasn't colorblind and then I'm just dumb. And then people confirm with me, like they're like, "No, you're colorblind," because I'd point at things and
well,
that is not
don't rule out the possibility that you're both, mate.
Sorry,
don't rule out the possibility that you're both.
Well, that's true. I know. Definitely know I'm dumb. So, all right, I'll just smash through these and see if there's anything cool in here. That's a worthy mention there.
I am pissed.
Yeah. I never liked Saxon, and I don't know why I have this album.
That's
but,
the only album of theirs that I've got, and I've hated it as soon as I listened to it.
yeah, I think I listened
is that the one
to
with Elton John on it?
What? No.
Elton John, either that's an Elton John cover or it was on one of the tracks.
There's no way Elton John is in this.
I'm sure it's that album.
I don't know, but
Even though it's an Elton John cover. I remember, yeah, I bought that, and I was, because the album cover looks like, oh yeah, it looks like it's metal. I took it home, listened to it, and I was like, oh, this is a pile of crap. But they're actually quite good live, though, Saxon. I've seen them live a few times.
Oh, really?
They sound good.
That's good. That's good. Make up for it with a live show, Grandma. So that album I showed you yesterday, Blood for Blood, this is the band that one of the singers sort of formed after Blood for Blood.
Right.
So dusty, some more Japanese punk Star Club again.
Right. What happened with your band then? Why did your band split out? I don't think you've ever told us that, because you say one of the guys has gone to another band. Was it just you had enough of it personally, or?
I guess we just kind of grew apart over the years, mate. So we played our last show 3 years ago, but it was kind of like a come back for one show kind of thing, because we were sort of went on hiatus, and then sort of like nearly 4 years went by, and it took me that long for us to get together, because I was like, we had enough following. I was like, I don't want to just fizzle away and disappear. I want to have a final show where it's like, this is big, come check it out. And it was a really good last show, man. So I'm really glad that I got around to doing it. And I needed closure, man. Like, I hated the fact the band sort of disappeared when I needed it most too, man. Like, I was going through some stuff.
Should do what I do with my band, and just like every 5 years do a gig on your birthday.
It's hard to get all four of us in the same room these days, mate. Let's just say
that. Well, we're never in the same room apart from when we're going to do a gig. So we have like 1 or 2 practice sessions before we do the gig, and then we do it.
Yeah, because after 4 years, I think we did 2 jams and then played a fucking gig for the first time in 4 years. I nearly had a heart attack, right? It was so hot that day. It was like a 40-degree day. I hadn't been on stage for 4 years. And literally, at one point, I pointed at there's a fan on stage, and I was like, hey, does that fan work? And one of the guys in the crowd yells out, you're only 2 songs in, mate. I was exhausted, man. It was the first time I ever took my top off.
Yeah. How long was your set?
We played for probably 45 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I took my top off on my 45th birthday, but it was just like for a joke, really.
You got footage of that?
And after one song, I got my mobile phone out, so I've just been texted from the bar. I've been told to put my shirt back on.
Dead Boys, are they US or they UK? I can't remember.
I don't know them guys.
Dead Boys, they're good. Again, classic. There you go.
Oh yeah.
This is a New Zealand pressing.
Okay. Dio, yeah. I mean, because I think I was a bit too young for punk, because punk was in the 70s and I was like in my 10s or whatever, like not even 10, that kind of thing. And all I really sort of know of it was like people's sort of joke impressions, and I always thought they gobbed on each other and pogoed everywhere. I mean, is that actually happen, or is that like is that just some bad press?
There's definitely spitting at some gigs, and I have always been like, anyone, because I'll see people like playing and people will spit on them, but I think it's their friends that are watching them. So, because I was always watching, I'd always see that and be like, if someone spits on me and I see them, I'm gonna jump off the stage and drop kick him in the face.
Yeah,
I'm not about having your slag on me, mate.
No, it's like
yeah. I never understood that. And then there's some bands who think they're cool by encouraging it. Like the singer will be like, spit on me, and then the crowd spits on them, and that's meant to be cool. Man, see, that's like Diggy Allen shit talking.
Yeah. No thanks. I know of them, but it's not a band I've listened to a great deal now.
So you're really pretty much strictly metal stuff, yeah? All the stuff.
Pretty much. I mean, it's just like, I think everyone's got their own musical journey. You start with a band, you and no one's got exactly the same bloody taste. That's my opinion anyway. You'll find bands that somehow you missed while other people love them. I can't understand why you don't dig them, kind of thing. But I'm like, a lot of bands that people think I should be into, I'm like, nah, I never got into them.
I hate that when people are like, how can you not like this, or how can people like this? It's just like, everyone's different. It's
exactly.
very basic answer, which I don't understand when people like crack the shits about music and their differences and
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
it's like I like death metal and grind, and it's so weird because you sort of listen to it and you sort of know it. To me, it's just like gentle, relaxing music. And I played it to my brother the other day, and he's like, "You can't understand what I'm saying." He's going, and I just find that like, yeah, it's cool, man.
yeah, but see, because you mostly listen to that sort of death metal stuff, you get used to those vocals, and you can a lot of the time. Like I've gotten so much better at making out lyrics and those kind of vocals.
Yeah,
because I'm used to listening to it.
So some of the ones I listen to, they're not even trying to vocalize anything. They're just literally, making sounds and stuff like that. And I just like I get into the flow of it. It's just like melodic for me.
Here's another cool Japanese band. So these guys are like obsessed with the Misfits, Balzac.
Right, right.
I wear their t-shirts a lot, but they're super cool.
Is he not like a French philosopher or something?
I have no idea where the name comes from. Every time I say it, people just say ballsack.
Yeah, I know it sounds like ballsack, but I'm sure there's a French philosopher called Balzac. I know one of the guys from Guar is called Balzac the Mighty or something like that.
Balzac the Mighty.
Did
you have a stage name on in your band?
Honoré de Balzac. He was a French novelist and playwright. So yeah, stage name. No, I'm just Grey. Always like my name's Graham. I've always just been Grey, and in the band I was Grey. At one stage they would call me Evil Grey for a laugh, but yeah, no, just Grey.
Yeah, I was Chunga and then the C word. So yeah, that was my stage name.
Troya S word.
Sorry?
You say you were Troya S word.
So my nickname, everyone calls me Chunga because my surname's pronounced Chung, but a lot of people, like growing up, everyone mispronounced it as Chung instead of Chung.
Chung. Right.
So it became Chunga because that's just an Aussie thing, throwing the A in Chunga, and then Chunga cunt was my stage name.
Oh, okay. Hey, Modi.
Hey, Over Easy, what's going on, man? You missed out on some music. Over Easy plays guitar, mate. We've got to start a YouTube online band. We'll play a live gig via StreamYard.
It'll be a complete utter mess. It would all be out of time for the rinking. It would just sound terrible.
Yeah, there'll be lag.
Yeah, exactly. That might be cool. We could start a new genre.
Yeah.
Online lag noise.
Streaming rock.
Yeah. Here you go. Comic Dino's hitting us with the knowledge. Honoré de Balzac was a writer. He's buried in Paris. I've seen his grave.
Everyone is so knowledgeable. It's ridiculous. Wait, didn't I already show this? Do I have two of these?
Nobody's up for it. You did show a picture disc of Skid Row. Yeah, cut out picture disc.
Well, it looks like I've got two. I've got doubles and records now.
Such a Skid Row fan, man.
Oh, dude, I love them. I love them. Chelsea, I think these guys are English as well. Chelsea,
yeah,
old school punk band.
I heard that name today. At one point, I've read that name somewhere before, just today.
They were still releasing stuff not that long ago.
You didn't mention them earlier, did you?
No, nope.
I remember I was just reading something. I don't know what I was looking up. I remember reading something, and it said, "Oh, they played with Chelsea," but I can't remember who it was that I just read that about. I'm sure that was today that I read that somewhere. Oh, it was Virus. It was Virus, a band that I'm interviewing on. That's right. I was on their page. They've got an album just come out on Combat Records. I'm interviewing Coke from Virus on Friday, on Saturday on my channel. And I remember I went into the biography on their Combat Records label. And it said, "Oh, they played with Chelsea." So that's a fucking coincidence.
Wait a sec. Are they called Virus or The Virus?
No, just Virus.
I saw because the band I'm really into called Cheap Sex. The singer used to be in a band called The Virus, but it looked very similar, right, to the way yours was written.
Right. Yeah. No, it's a different band. First Motorhead album, cool.
You got to have that in your collection. All right, this is the last couple. What do we got? Operation Ivy. So before Rancid, there was Operation Ivy. So again, the singer was from that band.
It looks like a specials kind of thing.
Another Guitar Wolf. This record, when I bought it, was totally warped.
Right.
Over the years, I've kind of finally been able to press it out by just having it in the box.
Yeah, cool.
Again, I don't know where any of these come from. I'm definitely not showing them because I don't know where these must be my parents. They've got to be. I've got the best of this has got to be my parents. I have no idea where they came from.
Yeah, all right, mate.
I
I
swear
know
they-
you're rocking out in the mirror to do you think I'm sexy when you get out of the shower. Don't lie.
I have no idea where these came from.
Who
The
is
picture-
that?
That's Brooke Shields,
Oh, Brooke Shields. Okay.
isn't it? Is that Brooke Shields? Endless
I
Love.
have no idea. Couldn't tell you.
That's pretty much it, mate. Actually, I got again last. Actually, this is an interesting story. So, I lost interest in Chili Peppers, and then when this album came out, I kind of got excited for nostalgic reasons, and it was a 2-disc CD, right? So on vinyl, it was four discs on vinyl, and the
Right.
first, so it was kind of like 2 albums in one. So the first album was supposed to be on like blue vinyl, and the second album was supposed to be on red vinyl, and it's black. So the first one I bought, I messaged the seller, and they're like, "Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it. It's supposed to be red and blue." I was like, "But it's not." So I bought a second one, and I kept messaging him saying, "Hey, is the vinyl blue and red?" But he's like, "They're supposed to be." Sent me another one, they're black. So it's like there's a rumor that there was like stuff up at the factory that was
Yeah,
pressed on color, and then they didn't. So that kind of pissed me off.
that's not fun.
Yeah. But that's it, mate. That is the record collection. Maybe how long would it take to do your record collection, mate?
Oh
5
God, I've done it on my channel over about 20 videos.
I was over 20 videos.
Yeah, I did my CD collection as well. That took 69 videos to do go through my CD collection.
Yeah, because I think you were still doing that when I first started watching your channel.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, maybe I'll start it all over again, but I don't know. Maybe we do something with like you have to. Oh, what don't you? That's what I talk about. So come and talk about your records. You already did that once.
You've done me, mate. You've done me. So move on. We'll get over easy on. We'll get Max. Max, he'd have some interesting music taste, I think, because he's a
All right, cool. We can come and talk about his records on my channel if he wants to.
yeah. All right. Well, it's been over an hour, so I think
Yeah.
I'll wrap that up. Thanks for joining me, man. It was
I get
quite a-
Lisa to say goodbye.
You know,
I can't get it out right. There you are.
it's great.
Yeah. See you later.
All right. Well, yep. Sign us out. Keep it simple, and
May all your news be good news.
thanks for joining us, guys. End broadcast.